Pieces? Want to play a second part on this one? Turn off a little bit? One or two more. Yes, repeat. Sasato, we were at 5. It's a couple pages before the... there's two parts. He doesn't have enough.
Graduates, please take your seats. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2024 Edwin L. Cox School of Business Graduate Degree Ceremony. Before proceeding with the program, I would like to introduce the stage party. As I call your name, please stand. Graduates, please hold your applause until all members of the stage party have been introduced. First, Matthew B. Myers, Dean of the Cox School of Business. Shane Goodwin, Associate Dean for Executive Education and Graduate Programs. And now the department chairs, Amit Basu, Information Technology and Operations Management, Hermang Desai, Accounting, Jim Link, Finance, Ed Fox, Marketing, Gordon Walker, Strategy and Entrepreneurship, and Scott Hensley, Management and Organizations. We also have several special guests with us today. Brad Brookshire, Mike McGuire, and Guillermo Perales. I'm Bill Dillon, and I serve as Senior Associate Dean. At this time, I would like the remaining Cox faculty and staff members that are here today to stand and be acknowledged. This is a great day to be on campus, and graduates, we congratulate you. However, you haven't made this journey alone. Will the parents, grandparents, spouses, children, significant others, and other family members please stand? Graduates? At this time, it's my great pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Cox School of Business, Matthew B. Myers.
Thanks, Bill, and welcome everybody. It's great to have you here. It's a full house. It looks almost like a Mustang basketball game. This is great. Great to have everybody here. Tomorrow morning, we'll have our all-campus commencement ceremony where we will be proudly singing our national anthem and listen to a beautiful rendition of Alma Mater. But today we get to begin with what I think is the best part of the weekend, and that is the Cox Graduate Program Ceremony. We have, yeah, it's good. I've been told I have to go off script here a little bit, which is always a little dangerous. But the team has told me that sometimes I remind the folks in the graduate programs that many, many years ago, I met my wife in business school myself. And it took me 2 years to get up the courage to ask her out for the first time, which was graduation night. And we've been married for 28 years. And so that means there's still time out there, folks. You still have a few minutes. So whenever I give graduation day remarks, I always like to keep in mind the benefit of brevity. And the end of semester student evaluation I received some years ago after teaching, and it went something like this. Said, if I only had 10 minutes left to live, I'd want to spend it in Professor Myers' class. Because Professor Myers always makes the last 10 minutes of class seem like a lifetime. So keeping that in mind, I will keep my comments somewhat short today so that we can move on to our main purpose, which is closing one chapter of our graduates' lives and beginning a new one. So at the risk of telling a personal story on a day that was meant for you all, let me briefly tell you about my maternal grandmother. She was one of 13 children in a Western Kentucky farming family. She had an 8th grade education in a one-room schoolhouse that was heated by chunks of coal in the winter. That schoolhouse and the crossroads where they stood are long gone now. My grandmother never learned to drive, and she never flew on an airplane. She never smoked, drank whiskey, played cards, or bet on the horses. Despite this, she was one of the wisest people I ever knew. And this time of year, back home in Kentucky and Tennessee, it's a glorious time with the red buds and the dogwoods all blooming out, and the wild blueberries and blackberries getting ready to grow on the old fence rows and the sides of the barns. And when I was a boy, whenever I would be absolutely sure that I was right about something, or furious with the opinion of somebody else who I knew was wrong, my grandmother would say, "Now, Matthew, always remember, when blackberries is green, they's red. When blackberries is green, they's red." And she was right. A green, unripe blackberry is as red as any apple. And of course, what my grandmother was trying to tell me was, don't be so sure you're always right. The other person could see the world very differently from you and still be just as right as you are. And remembering this in these overly contentious times is one of the most important lessons I've ever learned, and a critical one for you all as future business leaders too, I think. When I first arrived at SMU 7 years ago, I became fascinated with the history and traditions of this institution. One of the more impressive lessons I learned was something I didn't know a lot about before arriving here, and that was the history of service of our graduates. From the wars in the Pacific and Europe and the Middle East, to the philanthropic efforts that have become such a part of our culture in Dallas and the heart of Texas, Cox students have always stepped up when asked and sacrificed when others wouldn't. And it's that spirit which I'd like our graduates to take with them when they leave us here today. For you graduates, it's time for you to understand that once you walk out of here today, the rest of your lives will be measured by your willingness to accept duty and responsibility. It's now time for you all to answer that call. We speak quite a bit at SMU about respect and integrity, and one of the things that most attracted me to the Cox School those 7 years ago was the feeling of fairness, of honest discourse, and the value placed on all people and perspectives, and an understanding that when blackberries is green, they's red. That's respect. Graduates, you've also had many conversations about integrity, and we all know that simply. If you have integrity, nothing else matters. And if you don't have integrity, nothing else matters. Today, I'd like to speak with you about the third side of that holy trinity, responsibility, or as I've always thought about it, duty. Let me stress the importance to you, the graduates, in understanding your duty in engaging your companies, businesses, and organizations in the growth of our societies. Too often, business leaders see people and markets as nothing more than profits and PE ratios, cost structures, and dividends. And instead, duty calls on you to see societies as the recipient of the fruits of your own successes and the benefactors of your future growth. It is undeniable that the future of our country is dependent upon the actions of business leaders, and that our society is dependent on the next generation of leaders, you all sitting here today, to understand that you have a duty to nourish our society with the actions of your decisions. Today, we run the risk of our business leaders becoming a distinct class within our society, followed around by a C-suite paparazzi and protected by their successes from the economic and societal roadblocks that everyday people face. This can be attributed to technology, college costs, challenges in our K-12 system, pressures to generate short-term gains, any number of reasons. But the fact remains that there is a growing divide between business leaders and the average citizen, not simply in income, but in understanding of the most basic challenges to our communities. To address this, you as future leaders of business must possess two very important aspects of our human condition: compassion, because helping those in need is the right thing to do, and enlightened self-interest, because unless business leaders understand that they must nourish the societies in which they live, those societies will no longer function in a manner which allows businesses to thrive or this country to survive. Think about it for a minute. We're living in a world where 1 billion people live below the poverty line, where natural resources are under tremendous stress, where developed nations like this one, the middle class is shrinking, and where increasingly we are seeing a greater percentage of the world's wealth being held by a smaller percentage of the world's populace. And like it or not, that smaller percentage that controls most of the future world's wealth is comprised of people like those sitting here today. And that's okay, as long as we learn to give back. So what do you do? What's your duty as a Cox graduate? Your duty is to make business an integral part of the fabric of our society, not through the payment of corporate taxes, but through the action of entrepreneurial behavior, which brings new jobs and opportunities to your communities, and through the philanthropic activities of your organizations to reinvest resources back into the communities when schools, cities, and politicians won't. It's not about wealth redistribution. It's about creating opportunities and exhibiting global stewardship. Your duty is in understanding the difference between making something cool versus making something of worth. It's being confident with a personal introspection by asking yourself, do I create value, or am I simply shifting money from one pocket to another? It's in asking yourself, your employees, and your boards, what are we doing to help the sick, the poor, the underrepresented, and how is this building a foundation for future generations? Because life already is naturally hard. In nature, there are no rewards or punishments, only consequences. And we must be there to help those who cannot help themselves. It's an understanding that sustainability is more than just a trendy buzzword, and that you'll be remembered for your care of your employees and your stewardship of our natural resources, not for your stock price. You as business leaders must stay above today's political partisan fray and understand that if businesses don't proactively step in to address so many of the societal challenges, governments and regulators will, and often in ways that are counterproductive to the free market premise that we find so vital. Thus, not only is the spirit of service and giving back the right thing to do, this philosophy also exhibits an enlightenment by understanding it's the best thing for businesses to be actively involved. The concept of duty is important here at the Cox School. During your time here, you have learned that the Cox School doesn't give, it gives back. And that this is a wonderful place to begin exploring how giving back pays forward. Duty and responsibility are nuanced topics, ones that every business and business leader must address individually. The good news is there are so many ways for you to give back that there really is no limit to what you can do or how your organizations can be involved. I encourage you to think long and hard on how you and your companies can give back to those in need, whether they be schools, neighborhoods, hospitals, environmental causes, or the underprivileged and disenfranchised. Not only is it your duty to do so, but the personal rewards are enormous. You should see your duty as a business leader as one of the greatest opportunities of your life. It can be rewarding beyond measure. We all have long careers with many successes and many more failures, and their accompanying midlife and quarter-life crises. There will be times when you wonder, and what will be my legacy when my career is done? There's that old saying that goes, millions long for immortality who don't know what to do with themselves on a rainy Sunday afternoon. But you'll know what to do, because you know that nothing could be more personally rewarding than using your professional success to give back to the communities and causes that are individually important to you. This should be a great personal motivator that provides you with an inspiration to succeed every day. And the faculty here behind me, they expect this of you. They expect each of you to come back to Cox in 5 or 10 years and tell our future students how you have made an impact on your environment, on your towns, and on your communities. And we're going to hold you to that. And remember, as Cox School graduates, your actions and behaviors will always reflect on this institution. It will be your duty to fight for those with less, to fight for those in need of more, because all the success in the world doesn't mean a darn thing if you won't step up when asked and sacrifice when others won't. Thank you all very much, and congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Dean Myers. We will now begin the presentation of diplomas. Again, please hold your applause so that all names can be heard. If you're keeping a scorecard, we're going to begin with the executive MBAs, followed by the professional MBAs, the full-time 2-year MBAs, the full-time 1-year MBAs, the online MBAs, the online MBA Directs, the Master of Science in Accounting, the Master of Science in Business Analytics, the Master of Science in Finance, and finally, the Master of Science in Management. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the Executive MBA program, class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class marshals for the Executive Masters of Business Administration, Liz Turman and Joseph Chevalier.
Philip Louis Bear. Take it back. Take your. Here we are.
Kelly Behringer.
Dinesh Bisht.
Suvik Chakraborty.
Bindu Chalapalu. Oh,
Susan Marie Chen. I think you take it with you.
Dr. John Chidlow.
Brant Wesley Crandall.
Sharon Devalu.
Aaron Jacob Bradley DeYoung.
Matthew Cameron Fouch.
Juan Garza San Miguel.
Jeffrey Baker Graham.
Scotty Jamail Hawkins.
Michael Allen Jackson.
Bradley Michael Kessler.
Jared Allen King.
Tracy Patrick LeBlanc.
Matthew Peter McBride.
Paul Russell Miller.
Byron Robinson Ortiz.
Christina Salas.
Ryan Sheehan.
Bimal Motali Soni.
Jason Forrest Thompson.
Lauren Devlin Trussell.
Brandon Philip Vare.
Miguel Varela.
David Allen Wilson.
Eric Scott Windsor.
And I am Liz Turman.
And I'm Joe Chevalier.
One more round of applause for the 2024 graduates of the Executive MBA program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the 2024 graduates of the Professional MBA program.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class marshals for the Professional MBA program, Braden Fassett and Haley Schneider.
Stephen Bailey.
Shazia Bandali.
Parker Chambers Birtles.
John Bolton.
Bailey Bright.
Skylar Buffington.
Joseph Byrne.
Joe Cannon.
Nisha Clark.
Bud Dalton.
Anthony Julius Daniel.
Kristen Davis.
Connor Dean.
Emily Deal.
Taylor Donegan.
Jordan De Silva.
Jacqueline Marie Gann.
Joey Edwards.
Allison Gahn.
Aaron Gallagher.
Linda Van Tran Jebbia.
Ashley Gabrielle Gavada.
Susan Hawkins.
Peter Hogger.
Hunter Reagan Ladd.
Elise Kim.
Genevieve Daisy Lukoff Klein.
Wanting Lee.
Anusha Mordani Ortiz.
Joseph Reagan Magnuson.
Mallory Cravens Nichols.
Jackson David McQueen.
Paulina Palma.
Nicholas Rakowski.
Kabrina Ramnath.
Tracy Scott.
Eric James Shirkanowski.
Timothy Smith.
Morgan Amanda Stewart.
Jonathan Tankersley.
Bindu Varghese.
Manuel Vena III.
Blake Weaver.
Jacob Wells.
Ryan Alexander Wildberger.
And my name is Haley Schneider.
And my name is Braden Fassett.
One more round of applause for the 2024 graduates of the Professional MBA program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the full-time two-year MBA program, class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class marshals for the two-year full-time MBA program, Dallas Shook and Jackson Farley.
Jithan Abraham.
Kelly Bergole Adams.
Caleb Beeman.
Camilla Alsop.
Jordan Chambers.
Troy Bruning.
Melissa Cunningham Eisner.
Shrey Chahed.
Sai Ram.
Mortaza Daganiwala.
Graham Michael Madsen Dahl.
Matthew Dawsey.
James Evan East.
Jace Aiken.
Alex Frucci.
Austin Fox.
Christian Nicole Hachar.
Nishanth Reddy Gade.
Taylor Jane Hennigsman.
William Harris.
Kyle Austin Hinshaw.
Andres Herrera.
Sana Khan.
Manu Ravindra Reddy.
Catherine Cobb.
Manira Nasser Jamal.
Gaurav Jain.
Mijeong Kim.
Andre Lamadrid.
Tyler Kreshak.
George Cameron Lejeune.
Emily Lancaster.
Lindsay Lovelady.
Cedric Lindahl.
Mackenzie Marinovich.
Irene Manvilova.
Priyesha Moody.
Emil Mainkeys.
Eric Oakley.
Inkale Ndeboise Aluma Inkale.
Orji Uche.
Hensley Ogle.
Darcy Parks Van Sleek.
Sanjun Park.
Lauren Patricia Pyatt.
Sagar Patel.
John Sorrell.
Guillermo Rosique.
Laura Stevens.
Shweta Sridharan.
Shawnee Williams.
Ashley Sao.
Hyun Suk Young.
Jinchong Shu.
And I am Dallas Shook.
And I'm Jackson Farley.
One more round of applause for the 2024 graduates of the full-time two-year MBA program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the full-time one-year MBA program, class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class marshals for the one-year full-time MBA program, Vamika Mehra and Alan Yu.
Abozide Abu Bakre.
Samuel Cantu.
Joseph Thomas Dredixius.
Dua El Sheikh.
Andres Flores. Brooke Oakley Hicks.
Sarah Hickey.
Valeria Lechuga. Maddie McGuire.
Kyle
Daniel-
Croonan.
Daniel Philip Rosen.
Tim Marin.
Weston Swift.
Madeline Leith Osborne.
Charles Reynolds Thompson.
Kevin Sullivan.
Samuel Yang.
Walker Thode.
I'm Vamika Mehra.
Andrew Zimmer. And I'm Alan Yu.
One more round of applause for the 2024 graduates of the full-time one-year MBA program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of our online MBA program, class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class marshals of the 2024 online MBA program, Bailey Jung, David Havaka, Kyle Townsend, and Haley Bruner.
Adrienne Louise Aaron.
Barrett Appleton.
Sarah Batul.
Camera Yvonne Atkins.
Brittany Borrego.
Alex Bedford.
Brittany Brooks.
Vonique Boyonego.
Lauren Colliot.
Diana Simone Brown.
Tatiana Carolina Castillo.
Jocelyn Casas Chavaria.
Emily Catherine Crawford.
Noelle Chavez.
Jason Kelly DeMattia.
Jared Ekstrom Dahl.
Justin Esdale.
James Tabe Ebat.
Gustavo Garcia.
Sabine Elise Estes.
Deneen Goldsmith.
Cassandra Gabriel.
John Gooch.
Ashkan Andrew Goldfarb.
Drek Michael Gildry. Sheldon Travis Hayes.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Bate Adabung Iliondor.
Raul Ernesto Guajardo.
Bradley Evan Johnson.
Bradford Hamilton.
V. Kanikar.
Arun Jacob.
Michael O'Hara Lang.
J.D. Kapeler.
Joshua Martinez.
Carolina Kozili Hudson.
Hannah Mundy.
Stephanie Lynn Layton.
Kathleen Nelson.
And I'm David Havala.
Zachary Matthew Payne.
Yvette Marquez.
Binoj Phillip.
Bella Molina.
And I'm Bailey Jungi.
Akshaya Nagasandram.
Taylor Pyron.
Jane Palomara.
Melissa Romero.
Amer Perwez.
Austin Jameson Shorn.
Daria Julia Putzier.
Mallory Stewart.
Raya Ramadan.
Daisha Webb. Christina Worm.
Stephanie Ifeinwa Ashofu.
And I'm Kyle Archer Townsend.
George Romo. Rachel Smith. Josh Taylor. Kyle Troscott. I know. Taylor Robert Whistler. Jordan Williams. And I'm Haley Ford.
One more round of applause for the 2024 graduates of the online MBA program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of our online MBA Direct program, class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class marshals for the class of 2024 MBA Direct program, Kyle Berger and Carol Walmers.
Ethan Kamal Akhtamar.
Marissa Leanna Alvarado.
Masco Barrett.
Jenny Juliet Bartley.
John Pershing Bowers.
Evan Alexander Brown.
Eduardo Carballito Flores.
Caleb Coleman.
Annabelle Grace Corcoran.
Jacob D. Martinez.
Thomas Aubrey Deering.
Daniel Doyle.
Kayla Monier Gorham.
Carmen Michelle Gaddis.
Laura Harrell.
Dawson Hawkins.
Matthew Joseph Hoffman.
Inara Kirani.
Caitlin Ann Keehan.
Matthew Ryan Lee.
Suhita Kosuri.
John Charles Manna.
Turner Scott Levy.
Michelle LaShune McKnight.
David William Martin.
Madison Judith Milgard.
Connor James Melvin.
Noreen Marani.
Truett Wesley Miller.
Samun Bertazza.
Carter Daniel Morgan.
Luke Anthony Knoll.
Anthony Quinn.
Ahmed Qureshi.
Ashley Service Richardson.
Ashley Nicole Rocha.
Maggie Nicole Runeberg.
Hannah Sand.
Amy Sander.
Sarah Audrey Saxton.
Roni Simmons.
Larissa Spees.
Chandler Stonecipher.
Jeffrey Seth Tudgay.
Dalen Anthony Vickers.
Jackie Villalobos.
And I'm Kyle Berger.
And I'm Carol Walmers. Zinat Hussein.
One more round of applause for the 2024 graduates of our online MBA Direct program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the Master of Science in Accounting program, class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class marshals for the Masters of Science in Accounting for the class of 2024, Henry Ma and Elizabeth Tedford.
Carla Adem.
Isabella Naomi Alvaretto.
Jake Angie.
Jennifer Elizabeth Hernandez Benitez.
Amina Baker.
Cameron Hummel.
Fernanda Campos Perius Zekin.
Abigail Johnson.
Ella Choi.
Jenny Katz.
Arjun Dodanari.
Airtwan Heride.
Benjamin William Fergal.
Lindsay Hudspeth.
Amanda Gonsalves Barreto.
Channing Maxie Lilly.
Victoria Joswiak.
Catherine Rose Kelly.
Caroline Elise Ivankovich.
Aaron Tianyu Liu.
Dylan Hernandez.
Tucker Lewis Nelson.
Shreya Anna Malai.
Alyssa Marie Moreno.
Allison Danini.
Tally Faye Olson.
Brian Gillespie.
Robert Bennett Prague.
Cameron Emily Cook.
Antoine Kennard Jai Richardson.
Samantha Wan Wang Cheng.
Roxana Guadalupe Santillan.
Colin Montgomery Besh.
Sophia Therese Stengel.
Abigail Grace Kelly.
Kurt Kingston Voyez.
Court Matthew Kensler.
Joey Wickert.
Amanda Lipsis.
Erica Yorvati.
Matthew Moreland.
Mackenzie K. Shell.
Benjamin Allen Murphy.
Lainey Renee Roig.
Henry Wiegert.
Ryan Edward Rayford.
Jillian Wendler.
Tyler Peden.
And I am Henry Maw.
Caleb Mawasiga Kalange Nintende. And I'm Libby Tedford.
One more round of applause for the 2024 graduates of the Master of Science in Accounting program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the Master of Science in Business Analytics program, class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class marshals for the MSBA class of 2024, Matthew Burchard, Ritika Chirardi, Samriti Jain, and Wencheng Kai.
Wu Young An.
Abdullah Hasni.
Emerson Barlow.
Pranushini Anandaraja.
Chase Brannigan.
Panya Bhalla.
Chandri Kala.
Sushmita Chakravartigari.
Hangyang Chen.
Connor Cheatham.
Roshan Lale Daigade. Peace Tarmuni Sike Enoch.
Madeline Denson.
Asim Gauss.
Prajakta Jayant Thamne.
Sai Vivek Hardikar.
Graydon Hugh Fendley.
John Hauptmann.
Ethan Goodman.
Taunting Zhang.
Philip Emmonshu.
Nicole Eganwire Jones.
Rahul Subhash Jogdankar.
Zini Yunjandin Kim.
K.N. Mahesh.
Michelle Kwamalan.
Rishabh Kanotra.
Arti Ganesh Lad.
Nitisha Pankaj Kapoor.
Rebecca Aaron Lander.
Rahul Rathore.
What's your name? Shring Ling.
Cynthia Conan.
Abigail Ann Locke.
Pulkit Kumar.
Nawal Mahmood.
Richard Tienhan Liang.
Rohit Muramreddy.
And I am Ritika Chaudhary.
Miranda Jade Moon.
Xueling Ling.
And I am Matt Burchard.
Wenting Luo.
Dev Mukherjee. Elena Nickman.
Mascom Manpreet Singh.
Caroline Nicole Nielsen.
Christine Ann McGregor.
Amrita Pandey.
Arnab Mukherjee.
Lisa Patel.
AJ Namala.
Eric Petchi.
Kaylee Elizabeth Bouchow Win.
Preksha Mukesh Raichandnani.
Duncan Oliphant.
Ben Sarkar.
Roberto Perez Lopez.
Colin Schlosser.
Madhukar Reddy,
Akshay Singhal,
Priya Ranjing,
Mahendra Ram Singh,
Jyoti Singh,
Sneha,
Bindya Senvanu,
Sergio Stephen,
Varun Kumar Sin,
Yu Chang Sun,
Sora Agarwal,
Max Truty,
Ana Camila Solas Fernandez,
Mercedes Villarreal,
Saranya Sadarsan,
Kendall Arlene Williams,
Zidane Romesh Thomas,
Bennett Spencer Wilson,
Arvind,
Marwa Zaze,
Tommy Williams,
I am Samriddhi Jain,
Yijia Zhang, Farana Zubair, I'm Wenjing Cai.
One more round of applause for the 2024 graduates of the Master of Science in Business Analytics program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the Master of Science in Finance program, class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class marshals for the Masters of Science in Finance class of 2024, Colton Sesteta Robb and Charles Ream.
Bo Barker. Grant Byers.
Prasasta Adli Bakhtiar.
Caden Carlson.
Divya Karanme Palakalanu.
Thomas Christopher Crouch.
Matt Brimacombe.
John Michael Drexelius.
Benjamin Andrew Capelli.
Ayush Gayadin.
Connor Timothy Cole.
Andrew Gyra.
Jeldrick Dahlman.
Monica Corpad.
Weston John Duffy.
Logan Michael Lapole.
Sumner Barrett Haney.
Darius Nathaniel McBride.
William Houston Hyde.
Connor Kincaid Newberry.
Hao Jang.
Ryan Nuesca. Derek Aduse Owusu.
Alexander Thomas Laflamme.
Alyssa Palucci.
John Preston McKenzie.
Jeffrey Banks Paxton. Ben Brooks Poland.
James Cameron Moore.
Lashonda Anissa Khalees Samuel.
Clayton Lloyd Neighbors.
Vagar Johannes Sharpen.
Eben William Nover.
Stephen Swacker.
Kellen Thomas Odom.
Matthew Tower.
Michael John Pauley.
Matthew Patrick Whitehouse.
Luis Perales.
Ayush Raj Yadav.
William Austin Reed.
Andrew Walsh Young.
Alex Sikavus.
And I am Colton Robb.
Zachary Stewart. Blake Aaron Tedlock. Carson William Wright. Abraham Vergese. Selvin Elias Zelaya Rivera. Adrian Alejandro Morales. And I'm Charles Paul Ream.
One more round of applause for the 2024 graduates of the Master of Science in Finance program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the graduates of the Master of Science in Management, class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class marshals for the Masters in Science of Management, class of 2024, Lana Maver and Gavin Simmons.
Huntley Lewis Allen.
Albana Aliko.
Bryce Alicia Bagwell.
Ryan Scott Aroesti.
Madeline Brake.
Kirsten Dion Bradford.
Carolina Cardenas.
Michael Gage Burgess.
Winston Walker Course.
Mashura Chowdhury.
Anne Marie DeFrank.
Tess Elizabeth Davenport.
Aaron Tyler Garza.
Manmeet Gotra.
Alexander J. Hancock.
Micah Nathaniel Hiltz.
Haley Jackson Hunt.
Matthew David Jackson.
Colin David Johnson.
Jacqueline Ann Johnson.
Miller Parkhill Keene.
Soyoung Zheng.
Catherine Claire Lepert.
Brooke Adrian King.
James Andrew Moore.
Aurora Maletich.
MC Nguyen.
Grace Elizabeth Morrison.
Taylor Ann Zimmerman.
Lauren Elizabeth Olinger.
Nicole Taylor Stambo.
Logan Parr.
Dominic Kane Panzarella.
Manuel Quevedo.
Margaret Shuba.
Max Rusakov.
Lena Remmers.
Gloria Marie Samuels.
Ellie Waite.
Alvaro Sanchez.
Emma Peck.
Madeline K. Shadow.
And I'm Lana Mavor.
Jacob Edward Elvis Twining. And my name is Gavin Simmons.
One more round of applause for the 2024 graduates of the Master of Science in Management program. Let's give all our graduates one more round of applause. Guests and family members of our graduates, you are all invited to join the graduates at a reception in the Indoor Performance Center. Will the audience please remain seated until the graduates file out? This concludes our ceremony. Thank you.